Welcome to the fourth C++ tutorial. I'm Liwal Mjogamanji, and in the last tutorial we looked at Cin on how to collect data from the user. We collected a string, we collected an integer type, and we displayed them as well. So today we'll be looking at how to manipulate that data once it's been collected, not only displaying it, but let's start manipulating the data. So that's what we'll be doing today. Today it's quiet, I can't even hear the birds. I've been thinking lately, we have Corona this year. What happens in the next 4 years? What new virus are we going to have? Zombies? Who knows? What would be creepy these days, right? Alright, anyway. Someone guess what this is? Yeah. So, a comment, of course. So, today's program will be sorry. Oh, how's your this program will be about calculations. Let's see how we can make calculations in C++. So we're going to declare two variables. So what is declaration? Declaration, this is simply giving a data type to a variable. This is why a variable is created. That's declaration. Declaration is kind of the process of assigning a data type to a variable. That's declaration for me. So we'll declare two variables, int num1 semicolon int num2 semicolon. And you see, just declaring, they all have the data type int, and we have used two lines to just declare. So another thing that we can do is int num1 comma num2 in the same line. So they'll all have what? The data type what? Int, and we have two variables, num1 and num2, having the data type what? Int. This is valid. This is perfectly valid. So we can start. So we can say Cout. Oh, forgot something here. Double quotes. Enter first number. So you ask a question, what do you expect? An answer. So Cin, what the user will enter, where are we putting the first number? So we have a variable calling what? Num1. So C into num1, whatever variable, whatever value the user is going to enter. Then we can say Cout, and oh crap, why am I always forgetting the double quotes? And the second number. Yep, Cin. I think it's because I'm disturbed, because I haven't been following the news lately, but I'm hearing that they're about to test a new vaccine on Africa. I don't know why they'll decide on Africa when you have so very few cases compared to the rest of the world, and we've been impacted less. So why try it on Africa? Why not rush the vaccine, the new vaccine, to places that have been greatly affected where there's a huge loss? Because it's bad what the virus is doing, but it's kind of worrying why Africa would be selected for the new vaccine tryout. It's kind of bad. Anyway, we have our two numbers there. So if we want, we can do anything we want with the two numbers. So we can say Cout the sum of the numbers. Sum of the numbers is, then we're trying to find the sum, right? So you can actually put your direct calculation in here to say num1 plus num2 and what? And L. Since here we're dealing with variables, we don't put double quotes, you see. So if we compile, zero warning, zero errors, and then run this, enter the first number, I like 16, enter the second number, I'm all for number 3, and it says the sum of the numbers is 19. Is that right? Yeah, that's right, it's 19. So see what you get there. So this is one way you can use you can write a program that like adds two numbers, but not the most convenient way. So I can say 5 enter 4, we get 9. So this is one of the ways that you can write a program that adds two numbers, but not the most convenient way. A convenient way that you can use is this. Let's take this out. So once the user enters two numbers, we'll come back here to our declaration. Come back to our declaration, and let's get to, once we add the two numbers, let's store them somewhere. Let's have a place to store them, then display while we're storing them. We just don't want, what if I want to use that result somewhere else again? Do I have to recalculate? No, we don't need that. So if we're having two integer numbers and we add them, what the number that we're going to have, the outcome, what data type is it going to have? It's going to have an integer, because both numbers that are being added are integers, so it's going to have an integer. So we can say int, yep, we can say int result. Let result also be an integer, and then once we collect the two numbers num1 and num2, we can say result, which is the variable, will be assigned. So this is not equal, this is not an equal sign when it comes to programming. This is an assignment operator, so remember that. Yeah, it's all confusing, everything changes. So this result will be assigned the value num1 plus num2 semicolon. Then now we can see out the sum is what? Our variable name, which is result. It's kind of funny how terrifying it is when you get a headache in these times, or you get a flu. Kind of disturbing, right? So let's compile this, run this. It says enter the first number, I'll enter 4, enter the second number 4, and it says the sum is 8. You see, sum is 8. As simple as that. And always remember, when you're printing out something inside a variable, no double quotes. Please remember that. I've been emphasizing on this since the first tutorial. Mind you, it's very important you remember this. So what if you wanted to subtract? So here I can just say difference, then change this to a minus sign, control save, always remember to save, and compile, run, enter the first number 5, enter the second number 2. It says the difference is -3. See, so when you enter the two numbers, it's going to make the calculation that you've specified here, whether it's subtraction, multiplication, addition, and it's going to take the result or the outcome of this and place it into the variable we're calling result, and then we're displaying it where? We're displaying it here. So how about we write a program that will give us the sum, the difference, the multiple, the product, and the division result of two numbers that are entered. So to do that, okay, take this out. To do that, we'll need we only need one variable to store our result. We're going to need some new variables. We're going to need int sum will hold the sum, comma, then we're going to have not that, we're going to have sub to hold the subtraction answer, we're going to have mult to hold the multiplication answer, and we're going to have div or dv for the division. Yeah. Then after the user has provided the two numbers, we can go on to say sum will hold the value of what? num1 plus num2 plus num2. Then we'll say what comes next, sub. Then we'll say sub will hold the value of the same num1 minus num2. I hope you get the drift here. And then mult to hold the value of num1 plus num1 plus num2. Then we have dv for division, and this will hold the value of num1 divided by num2. Then we can go out to say the sum is sum. That's what we're storing here, the answer or the result. Then I can quickly just copy this. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Copy it a few times. Then here I can say the difference is what? Sub for subtraction, because that's what we're storing when we subtract. The answer we're storing it in sub. Then come here, we can say the product is, while we're storing the multiplication. Oh, here I forgot to change the sign, sorry. There, multiplication here, it's an asterisk. We're storing it in what? In mult. So we come here, our variable name is mult. The division, how do you even write this? The division is, then we're storing it in what? We're storing it in the variable dv. So the division is what? Is dv. And then we compile this. Boom. I did that on purpose, mind you. I want you to find the error, so I'm giving you 10 seconds. Find the error. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right, 10. You ran out. So the error is I left a semicolon there. So that's your error. So learn how to read errors and warnings. Very important. So let's compile this. Let's run this. Enter the first number. I'm going to say 8. Enter the second number. I'm going to say 4. So the sum is 12. That's correct. The difference is 4. The product is 32, which is correct, of course. Then is it correct? 12, 24. Whoa. Yeah. The division is what? The division is 2. See that? So that there makes sense. Though I am having issues. Is the product really 32? 12 plus 12, that gives me 24. 24 plus 12. Yeah, let me just check this. Yeah. Yep. So that's how you make the calculations. So this is how you get to use the input that you collect from the user. That's how you get to make the input that you collect from the user. But I'm having a problem with this. Let's just compile and run this again. Let me say Oh no, I said 8 and 4. Of course it's 32. I was saying this 12. This 12 was distracting me. I thought it was 12 and 4. So, yeah, 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. Ah, gosh, got confused. So this is analytical thinking. We started with our analytical programs. So this is a simple program that makes these calculations. From here, you can go on to create your own calculator, program calculator. You know how that works. So in the next tutorial, we'll continue working with numbers, and we'll soon go into the if statements. So this is our tutorial for today. Enjoy, stay indoors. Life is like no new languages. I haven't learned any new languages today. Sucks, right? See you next time.